guys, welcome back to another episode of Nija Knows. I am Nika,
Felicia.
and as you can see, we're missing two people. But like I said last episode, we actually record two in a day, even though we post them on different weeks. So Tuesday wasn't feeling well, Tori had some other things she had to take care of today. But they will be back for our next episode. So it's just me and Felicia. But hey, that's all you need. It's still gonna be a good episode.
You get a little glimpse into our conversations. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so this is gonna be like how it is with us on FaceTime, how we talk when it's just me and her. So today though, we are talking about intentions versus like just attraction or lust. That's what I like to call it. When it comes to dating, like how do you tell the difference between someone that has true intentions for you versus someone that's just, in lust? Felicia, go ahead, because your eyes. How can you tell? Can you tell?
Let me just start off by saying that crazy has a gestation period, right?
Okay.
Crazy takes a good 90 days, maybe 90 to 120 days to fully bloom and blossom. And then you're like, oh, where this nigga come from? I don't know you. So, I mean, so do you ever know if someone has pure intentions?
I mean,
Because in the beginning, right, you get somebody, the representative. You always send a representative, right?
Right.
And I mean, sitting in the back. Look,
I agree with you because I've dealt with crazy on a couple of occasions, and it definitely, to be specific, we dated one. I think I've talked about this before. We dated first time around, it didn't work out, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Years later came back around, and then, still didn't work out, and then took a whole year and a half to get this man to leave me alone. So yes, crazy does have a gestation period.
Yeah.
And then it never got physical, but just, generally speaking, next thing you know, y'all tussling on the floor, rolling around. You're like, what the fuck? Like, what happened? What happened? Like, why? Did I just fight? Did we just fight?
Like, who is this? Who are you?
Yeah, so trying to gauge, especially in the beginning, I know some people start off with a lot of trust in people. I don't, and that's just because of experience. I kind of start, if we're going to gauge it from like a 1 to 10, I'm going to give you like a 5. You know what I'm saying? So even if I meet in a dating situation and meet a man, he says, oh, I'm single. Nah.
Yeah.
You say you're single, and I always ask the question. So you say you're single. Cool. That's good. But is there a woman out there, if I went up to her and I said, hey, who's that guy to you? And she would say, oh, that's my man. And I promise you, every single time I've asked that question, I always end up getting the truth. They'd be like,
exactly.
Hey, you're not single. You're not single. So it's it is very hard to kind of gauge in that first, like you said, 90 days. Even with myself, I think of how I present myself to someone else. And I like to think that I'm authentically me all the time, but is there a guard up? Yeah. Are you going to get that really soft, sweet side of me?
No.
You're not.
No.
You're going to get the nice, cool, funny, always going to crack a joke. Really soft, sweet, that'll do anything for you, me?
No. Because one, I mean, you don't know that person. So how can you give that side of you?
Right.
Yeah, you can. Right. I mean, that doesn't even make sense to do that on the first date.
Yeah. And
or even even after month 3, it's like, is that person still going to get that?
Yeah. It's like you're going to get it at a very small percentage, because I value that side of myself, because I know who I am. And, if in a dating situation, if I like you or I love you, like I'll do anything, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm very giving in that sense. So I really cherish that side of me. And so, yeah, I got to make sure that you are who you say you are before I open up and give that to you. Again, that's comes from experience, though, having been burned a few times.
A lot. Yeah. You ain't got time. Ain't got time. Yeah. Well, I know I'm sitting you over here. Oh, well, you're not doing X, Y, and Z. And I'm over here looking. I'm like, okay, I know crazy's going to come out. I'm just waiting. It's coming. It's coming. And I'm looking at my watch. Okay, we got T minus 30 days.
But let's say you are 90 days in, right? And everything has been going seemingly well.
No, I don't trust it.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
trust it.
Okay. All right. How can you tell if it's like, because like, what's his name? Although I don't necessarily trust his advice 100%. And Steve Harvey got that whole 90-day rule, which kind of has taken off. Well, I don't know if he's the only one, but
Mhm.
people say that 90-day rule when it comes to physical,
Mhm.
and I feel like sometimes people will front, give you what you want to get to that point. Like they play the waiting game when it
Yes.
comes to that.
Yes. Because I mean, everybody has an end goal, right?
Yeah.
So, um, do I think I still don't think there's a way to, I think only the person knows whether they're being what their intentions are. Like me going into something, I know what my intention is. Okay, I'm just doing this because I want to get X, Y, and Z, or I want to, play. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the other person, I don't think there's a proper way to gauge it. And that's coming from someone who it's really hard to one impress and for me to trust other people. So
Yeah.
it's always going to be side eye. I'm not going to be thinking, oh, well, maybe there's some good intentions there. Hell no.
Yeah. Yeah. And I have to say that I don't want to say struggle because I hate to use that word because that's not really the word, but I kind of go back and forth with that. One particular situation, they've been around for a few years at this point,
Mhm.
kind of off and on, have a great time together every time, that we have hung out. Um, but it's like one of those things where I made it clear, like, hey, listen, we're great, right? We get along great, all that stuff. But this is what I need. And, he acknowledged that, yeah, I know that's what you deserve. You deserve
Mhm.
that and more, blah, blah, blah. He kind of been on and off the block list, if I'm being 100% honest. And, reached out recently and we kind of had a short conversation. And, I'd rather have the conversation in person because I really like doing it through text. But
Mhm.
it's kind of like I was kind of debating with myself because we just talked the other day, like, what is it though? Like, what do you actually want? Because at this point, it's been 3 years
Mhm.
of kind of this like in and out, in and out, in and out type of thing, mostly on his part. But every time I ask, like, so what do you want? Like, why are you reaching out to me? Why do you want to talk to me? What is it? He gives me this real generic answer. And I feel like, which I have said to him, because I've said on other episodes, I'm real upfront and blunt. Hey,
Mhm.
look, I see what you're doing, right? What you're trying to do is just make sure you still got the connection. So whenever you finish, excuse my language, y'all, slinging your penis all up and down the coast of Florida and wherever else you be going to travel for work, once you're done slinging it and passing out samples all over the place, you want to make sure that, okay, I got this safe place to come home to and
Duh.
finally settle down. And this is literally what I said to him: when your hairline, you already balding, your hairline is going to be way back here, freaking pot belly. And now I'm supposed to be real excited that you chose me.
No.
So what
No.
are your intentions? And then I turn that up myself, that question back on me. So why do you keep talking to him?
Mhm. No. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Why do you
This is a conversation
respond?
between me and my friend now, y'all. Huh?
I don't know. I can't really say because I think that I'm living somewhat in delusional worlds, So I still like, even though I don't want to admit it, I can't believe I'm going to say it out loud. I still kind of low key hope that something will work out, even though I
I'm
know
gonna
that
punch you
it
in the face.
probably won't. Wow. But if I'm being 100% honest, that's probably what it is. Even though
If
the
I was
actions
next
has
to her right
shown,
now, y'all would have saw her getting mushed. What?
was like I talk myself out of, the whole blocking thing because it's like, but y'all have such a great time, blah, 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 and you really get along well and blah blah blah. It's just like, Nika, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm glad I
That
was
man don't
waiting
want
for
you,
that
girl.
conversation to happen with
That man
self.
don't want you. What is you doing?
He talked like, you know what? Wait a minute. He does. He
He does
does.
what?
He does want you. He just
But
being a
not in
little
the way
bitch
that I
baby.
would need.
Exactly. And this is me analyzing him a little bit. I think he's scared. And there is a part of him that isn't really fully ready to settle down, but he knows he would have a wonderful life with you. He's not dumb. He's not dumb.
Yeah.
And that's why he needs to stay on the block list.
Right.
Mush.
Right.
He is not
Back
dumb
to
by
the
any
blockers.
means.
And I have like these things where we don't talk. And it's not like this is somebody I hang out with regularly, right? Like we don't talk for months. Like no contact, no nothing. And then just out of nowhere, like, hey. And I never reach out to him first. He always reach out to me. Hey, just saying hi. That's how the conversation happened Friday. Just saying
Mhm.
hi. And I was like, hey.
That's him dipping his toe. He testing the water.
Yeah.
Be like, is she mad? How mad is she? I know it's been 3 months since I reached out, but let me see how mad she is.
And that's literally what he said. You still mad at me? It was like, I never was mad. It's just I told you I need more. Flat out. And either you're gonna give it to me or you're not. Like if you want to be friends, cool. We could just be friends. Like I'm okay with just being friends.
Say
Like I'm
that.
all right with that. I've said that. And he keeps playing like he wants it to be more. But again, I think it's one of those things you just, keep this on the back burner. So once I'm
Yes.
done, playing games or once my job, because he travels a lot for work, once I'm slowed down, I'm actually at home more, then
We'll
she'll be
see what
there waiting
happens.
for me.
Nah, bruh. No, and I need you to be strong.
I'm petty, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I low key feel like I want to do like a little revenge thing.
Fuck that. And I'm trying to talk her out of it. Don't do that.
Like I have the whole plan in my head,
Don't do
but
that. Don't do that.
I ain't gonna do it. But lust versus intention is definitely in my case what I'm talking about is not lust. Okay, Nick, shut up. Shut up. It's definitely
Oh,
engaging the
wait a
intention.
minute.
I was about to say something.
She caught herself, y'all.
I'm not saying he's ugly. That's what I mean. I don't mean that, but okay. But intention is just definitely where
Uh-huh.
I'm, for whatever reason, just this particular person, I'm having really a hard time really allowing myself to believe it is what it is. I keep going back to delusional world, like, hey, but
I'm gonna have to keep girl, get back over there. Where you going? I'm gonna be standing at the door. Where you going? What you doing?
yeah. And it's a certain comfortability level too, because it's like I already know you. I don't have to get to know you and go through all this dating process. Blah, blah,
Yes.
blah,
And
blah,
you know
blah.
what it
Like,
is. And you know what it is right now too. I think that makes it easier too.
yeah. Yeah, I know what to expect, which is basically nothing.
See, I'm telling you. Y'all hear these stories? I'm telling you, I don't want to be back out there. I will be in the house with my cats, a drink, and a good movie before I even put myself back in that situation. If my relationship don't work, I ain't doing it. I refuse. Because it's having to get that discernment all over again. And well, okay, like what are you about? What you trying? I don't have the bandwidth, the brain capacity,
The
the mental capacity.
wherewithal.
Yeah, the want to. I don't have it. I don't
Yeah.
have it.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I could say Pete's probably the only exception, only because again, there is a certain comfortability level, but I'm the same way. I mean, I've said it a whole bunch of times on here. I'm choosing not to date. Like I'm good.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
for real, I'm good. Not
Because
interested.
we're
I
not
even
trying to
told
end
my
up in the whole Risa Tisa situation. We ain't trying to do that. We're
now
not
she
trying to
was
end up in
kind of
Legion. Huh?
she was being real like, come on, girl. Well, she even called it the United Nations of red flags, and she just
Yes.
walked right in the door.
And that's a perfect example of like gauging like what is this person about? What are they trying to do? Like what is their intention?
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of flags going up. A lot of flags on play.
A whole lot of flags, and we definitely not, like you said, not doing the Risa Tisa.
No, no, we're
No,
not
who
doing
the
that.
F did I marry? And then even married him. Wow.
I think I would have been sick to
We're
my
not
stomach,
doing that.
boy.
Yeah. I told my trainer the other day, he was like, because we've known each other for a while now, and he's like,
Mhm.
somebody gonna get you, but some man gonna blah blah blah. I was like, good luck to that man. Good luck. Because I'm like, at this point, you about outside of my children, you about the only man I can even stand to be around. Like, I don't even want to like somebody, I think I was on the phone with you. Somebody in the grocery store came with that guy came, and I was like, listen,
Yes,
I don't even want to waste your time. I don't want to waste
she
your
did.
time.
And I'm in the background like this.
So he was just persistent. Like, I'm really not trying to waste your time. Like, I could easily, clearly, you're offering, so I could take advantage of you and have you take me out on a date and spend money. Like, I'm literally telling you, I don't want you to waste your time or your money. Okay, I don't want it.
He was adamant though.
He was very adamant.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take your number. I never saved it.
You just put it in.
Yeah, like I was typing because he was literally following me around the grocery store. But gauging that lust versus intentions. Oh, you know what? One last thing. When we talk about that, what about if the person is good looking though? Because it's easy when they like semi-ugly or you're not that attracted to them physically. But what about when there is like a strong physical attachment?
I think
How do
that's
you
lust.
still like clear your head and be like, okay, let me make sure this guy is what he's about. He says, is about what he says he's about.
Willpower. Well, I can't, willpower. That takes willpower because of it. You automatically, if you're that attracted to a person, it's not love. It's not like that. It's lust, straight lust. That's going to take willpower. And I think if you're already there and you can recognize, okay, well, this is lust, y'all all in it for the same thing.
Right.
Use my language. Y'all just trying to fuck. That's all it is.
Yes.
Is it really going to be anything more than that? Now, I'm not saying that it can't. Don't get me wrong, y'all. But at like right then and there, is it really going to be anything other than that? It's not. It's less.
Yeah. That can be a hard one. Pun intended. Oh, that can be a very hard
wow.
But yeah, that I feel like in the past, yeah, that would be like take a little bit more self-control, which we talked about in the previous episode. But now, because I feel like when it comes to looks, I've had really good looking men before. So, they say.
What Trina said?
Niggas ain't shit but hoes and tricks.
That is.
Keep your dick. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse the language.
It don't matter how good looking they are, even the ugly ones.
They're the worst ones, actually, believe it or not. Ugly ones are sometimes worse than the good looking ones. Just saying. Because definitely it's been some times I'm like, you're not even that.
You're not even on that.
Getting my Damn. Oh my goodness. But yeah, lust versus, gauging to intentions. I definitely think it takes time, and obviously, you can't always 100% know somebody, even when you've known them for years. People will always surprise you. But definitely making sure that in a dating situation, you're asking the questions and then also making sure that the actions are following or in line with the answers that they're giving you. And then even with yourself.
Yes.
Make sure that your intentions are pure. Make sure that you have the right intentions and you're not trying to use someone or just out here playing with people's emotions and stuff. Women, because we always talk about how the men, but women, we do it too. Y'all know
just as bad.
We do it well. We do it better than them. Matter of fact, we do it way better.
Absolutely.
So make sure that you also have the pure intentions and you're not here out just using people or just lusting after these men to try to get something out of them. Get
money, get a bill paid.
Right. Right. It is nice to get bills paid. I ain't gonna lie. But all that karma is real. Karma is real. All that stuff comes back to you one way or the other. Believe it or not. It does come back to you. And sometimes it come back to your kids. So be careful.
Yeah. Girl, if you better preach.
Don't make me where my Bible? Where my
Oh, God.
All right, y'all. So we will revisit this topic when it's all four of us ladies here to see how Yejide and Tori, gauge
their perspective.
Intentions, because we definitely need their perspective, as they're in relationships, married, etc. But we're gonna put all of our social media up here. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Let us know what y'all think. How do y'all figure out if it's just lust versus pure intentions? Let us know in the comment section. We will definitely respond and get a good conversation going. All right, y'all. That's all we got.
Be safe.